Hello, my name is Barry Gross, the pen turning teacher, and today I'm going to show you how to use an exciting new product from Berea Hardwoods, the UV curing resin. The UV curing resin kit consists of the UV curing resin, the UV curing light, and the UV glasses. And what I've done is I've taken a circuit board kit which has the circuit board sheet like this and the tube. I've wrapped it around, and now I have a circuit board like this on the tube, and we're going to coat it with the UV curing resin. I'll show you how it's done. Alright, we're on the lathe now. I put the circuit board on the lathe, as you can see. I'm going to put my glasses on so that way I have protection, UV protection. And now all I'm going to do is take a bead of this, and I'm just going to start just like this. Put it nice thick layer right there, just like that on top. And then I'm going to hit it with the light, just like this. And in a few seconds, this will be dry. And when I touch it, it feels a little waxy, but it's really not wet. So if you touch it when you do this, you'll see that it feels just a little bit. You can see it's just a little bit wet, but it's not wet. It's waxy more than anything. So I'm going to put this on. Now I'm going to take this. I'm going to turn it a little bit, and I'm going to lay another bead right next to it, just like this. And I put it on slow because I don't want to have any bubbles in this. If you really juice it on fast, what will happen is you may get a bubble or two on this. Now I did this as a project for the woodworking shows. We had a Zoom meeting and for 4 weeks in a row, and I did at least a demo on this every single week, or both Saturday and Sunday, and it worked out really nicely. Okay, so that's all you have to do with this is just let it do that. And now I'm going to turn it again and lay another bead right next to it, and just work it all the way around the piece, just like this. Now I've got this on a Sierra Vista, so it's going to be a little bit longer for me to build up an entire build on this, okay, to get it nice and thick on it. Okay, so I'll put one more bead on it, and then I'm going to turn the camera off, continue on it and finish it, and then come back and show you what it's like at the end. Okay, turn this one more time, throw another bead down on it like that. Hit it with the light, just like this. And I'm going to let this dry on it like that. And I'll come back to you in a couple minutes when I finish with this, and I'll time it and let you know exactly how long it took me to finish this whole thing. So I'm going to turn this off, and we'll stop this at this point. Okay, I zoomed in a little tighter so you can really see this. And what I'm going to do, and you can see how lumpy this whole thing is, and if I rub my finger back and forth on it like that, you can see that well, you can't really, well, maybe you can see it, that it's just a little bit waxy. And that's what, and if it feels waxy, but it's dry. And I just want to fill in a couple little spots, like right here. I've got a little bit of a low spot right there. So I'm going to put a little bit more on there, and then hit it with the light. And you can see, I don't know if you can see it or not, how hot this is. It's actually smoking on there. And so when you get it that tight on there, it gets smoky. Okay, so I'm pretty high on this whole thing. And I picked the Sierra Vista because I wanted it a little thicker on there with the circuit board, so that way it didn't pop through on anything. So I got this done all the way around. All right, so now I can turn this. So I can, yep, it's sticky a little bit. So I'm going to bring my lathe up like this, and I'll get it all set up, and I'll start to turn it for you. All right, I finished coating this whole thing, and now I'm going to put I'm using a smaller tool rest like this because a normal 6-inch, I'm not going to get close enough where I really want to get it to where I want it to be. So I'm going to use a smaller tool rest on this, And I'm going to start off using a skew because it's pretty round to begin with. The speed on this is going to be as I normally would turn any acrylic, around 1800 to 2000, in that range. And I'm going to start here and just, so this, as I told you before when I stopped this, it took me about 3 minutes to finish this. And so now you can see how this is turning really nicely, just nice and easy like that. I'm going to come back and turn the other side. Turn that guy. Now I'm going to just use this as a little bit of a scraper just to see where I'm at. And let's see if we need to fill in any spots. Okay, that all looks good right there. Oh yeah, you can see that right there. I'm low. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll come back and I will add some of my UV curing resin just like this. Put a bead right in there like that. Hit it with the light. Just like that. Turn it a little bit. Lay another bead right in there, right next to it. And just keep working it back and forth real slow. And again, I did it slowly because I didn't want to introduce any bubbles in there. And I've had people that suggested to me after they coated the whole thing that to get it really rock solid hard, they've taken it outside and just let it sit in the sun for a few minutes. But you really don't have to do that because it's hard right now. Okay, so I'm going to turn the lathe back on, and lightly, you can hear it. And I'm doing that on purpose so you can hear that it's that solid, that's hard. Okay. Okay, get that down. It's knocking right there. Alright, so I'm pretty much done with this at this point. Get that out of the way. Turn this off so you can see it. So there's my piece all done, and now all I'd have to do is wet sand this and assemble it. So I'll finish it, I'll wet sand it and assemble it and show you the finished piece. I'll be back in a few minutes. And once I assembled this, I polished it, assembled it, and here's your finished pen. So you can see that it turned out really nicely. And it was a matter of maybe a total of 10 minutes to really coat the whole thing and then sand it down, polish it, and put it together. I have a few other things I want to show you that it can make, and so we'll take a break and move over to the other side. Here's some other fine items that you can make with Berea's UV curing resin. You can take a look. There is label castings on the left, the circuit board pen that we made in the middle. There's another label casting of Snoopy Van Gogh, abalone shell, and the last one is a marbleized painting on a Sierra. These are just some of the items that you can make using the UV curing resin kit from Berea.